guys, welcome back to Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm not going to be playing Call of Duty right now. I am going to show you guys my classes because it was requested by, I can't remember his exact name. I know it's Turbo Killer. Hold on guys, I'll get it. Turbo Killer 102. So, it was requested by him, and he asked if he could see my setup in Call of Duty Ghosts, which, you know what, you can. This is my current, this is not the setup I use, which is this one. I don't use this one. But, on this, I have an AK-12 with a silencer and armor penetration thingy, you know, attachment. And then I have a P226 pistol as my secondary weapon with a silencer. And for my lethal, what are those called? An IMS or IED, yeah. I have an IED for my lethal, and then tactical I have a concussion, which like I said, I don't really use this. And then my perks, I have agility, which increases movement speed, marathon, which is unlimited sprint, sit rep, which you can detect enemy explosives and tactical equipment, resilience, which you take no fall damage, and gambler, which you spawn with a random perk. I really fucking love the gambler. And then my strike package is assault. I always use assault on every single class that I have. I never use the perks. I just always like the kill streaks. You know, like the good kill streaks. I use SATCOM, a guard dog, and a maniac. And the other one is kind of the same. I used to use the FAD with a silencer and, again, armor penetration. And a P226, sorry guys, with a silencer and IED and concussion. And perks I use marathon, sit rep, resilience, ICU, which you regenerate health faster, and gambler, and the same thing with my kill streaks. And then on my third loadout, our third class, I use how do you pronounce that? Like Bison, Bison, something. I can't pronounce things, guys. I use a silencer and a holographic sight, and again, the pistol and everything's the same. You know, everything like that is the same. Sleight of hand is the only thing that's different in that one, and that's the same. Now, this is the one that I use all the time. This is the profile I use. I don't even know how to fucking, how do you even prestige in Ghosts? Like, I don't even know. Okay, so, for my first class, which is named Dix, I use a honey badger with, I think it's red dot, no, holographic sight and armor piercing. Again, secondary, I use P226 with the silencer, lethal, IED, I always use the IED, concussion. And then my perks in this class is ready up. The weapon is faster after, it's ready faster after sprinting. I use off the grip, which I don't even know why the hell I use it. I didn't even realize I used that. Anyways, it makes you undetectable on the minimap by SATCOM and radar ping. So basically, you're using Ghost. Sit rep, again, you detect enemy explosives and their SATCOMs and everything. I use extra tactical, additional tactical equipment, and gambler. We spawn with a random perk. I think all these actually have gambler on them. Oh, sorry guys. And for my strike package or not care package, but kill streaks, I use a guard dog, a Trinity rocket, and a maniac. And this class is called Pussy, and I use an AK-12 with a foregrip and a red dot sight. And that's the red dot I use. I don't even really use this class that much. And I have it's the same thing with my Modern Warfare 2 class with the AK. I use a rocket launcher as a secondary in both games. And you know, to try to take out helicopters and stuff. And I use an MK32 for the secondary weapon, which is a rocket launcher. And I know Sorry guys. No attachments. And I use an IED and a concussion. And for my perks, I use sleight of hand. Slate. Oh, I just noticed that slight. Or is it slate? I always say slot. It's not a slot. Anyways. Faster reloading, off the grid, sit rep, and resilience. And for my kill streaks, I use, again, the assault, and I use satcom, guard dog, and maniac. For my third class, I use, for my third class, it's called balls, and I use an FAD, and a silencer, and an armor piercing again. For my secondary, I use an MP443, I don't know how the fuck you pronounce that, Gratch. And a tactical knife so you can stab faster. For my, I can hear something really loud. I don't know what it is. For my lethal, again, I use the IED. And for my tactical, I need to change all this. I'm gonna have to do that soon. I use a concussion because I don't really care about this. So, like, I don't really throw smokes or anything, or flashbangs or anything like that. Anyways, for my perks, I use ready up. I use takedown, which you kill enemies without revealing their death location. You use dead silence to move quickly, and it's harder to detect people. Like, you know, it's harder for people to detect you. I use sit rep, resilience, and gambler. And for my kill streaks, I use assault because I always use assault. I use guard dog, charity rocket, and a maniac. For this, it's called Aaron, which you may or may not know is my boyfriend. And I use a vector CRB. I just call it a vector. And I use extended mags and silencer. For my secondary, I use a 44 Magnum with a muzzle brake, which increases damage at long range. Again, lethal, I use IED, and then tactical, I use concussion. Sorry guys. For my perks, I use blind eye, undetectable by support, oracle system, and sentries. Off the grid, you know, I said all that. And the sit rep and gambler, like I said, I use gambler for a lot. This one's called AJR, with a heart, because my boyfriend's initials. Guys, I just named my fucking classes random shit, so don't give me shit for it. For my primary, I use an MTAR. I love the MTAR. I haven't really played with the MTAR that recently, but I still love the MTAR. I use a silencer and armor piercing, and for secondary, I use an MP443. And with silencer, lethal again is IED, tactical is concussion. My perks are on the go, you reload while sprinting, off the grid, sit rep, resilience, and gambler. For my kill streaks, again, is assault, and it's a satcom, guard dog, and maniac. Now, the last one, I've been using this gun quite a lot, because it's actually pretty good. And it is called Cock, and the gun is called a Remington R5. And I use a silencer and a armor piercing with it as my attachments. For my secondary, I use an MP443 with a silencer. Lethal, again, as IED. Tactical is concussion. My perks are agility, which increases movement speed, off the grid, sit rep, and gambler. And my kill streaks is, again, assault. And I use a satcom, guard dog, and maniac. So, and I don't really use all these other ones. See, I haven't never even used these. So guys, if you want to request another video to do with anything that you guys want me to show you, like how do I do this, or you know, what is my setup in Modern Warfare 2, or you know, anything like that, then you know, leave it down in the comments, because I will be happy to do these videos, because it's actually pretty fun and pretty cool. People want to see like my shit. So with that being said, I hope you guys had fun watching, and I'm very tired. I just got off work, so yeah. So guys, have a good day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye guys.